Hello, I am out in the wilderness. I couldn't find a place to film inside, so now I'm outside even though it is freezing. And also I still need to get a stand for my phone so we don't have to be using like windowsills in order to do this, but whatever. This is a reading vlog for Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. I've already read the first two. I gave Clockwork Angel 4 stars and I gave Clockwork Prince 5 stars. So I'm hoping that this will be a good conclusion to the trilogy and, that I'll be upset. I'll cry, but in a fun way, and hopefully it won't be tears of despair that this book is really bad. So we'll see. Okay, so I just finished reading the prologue and the first chapter, and already I love it. It's consistent with the other two books in this series with the writing style and the way the characters interact, but already I'm enjoying it as much as I enjoyed Clockwork Prince because of all the because even right now we have Tessa and Jem getting married, and we also have Charlotte being pregnant. We have Gideon at the Institute, and we also have Cecilia at the Institute as well. So everything is just working right now, and I like it. And I am afraid for when someone actually dies. She's so tired. I was on Instagram and I was not paying attention, and now there's a muffin here left for me and I don't know how or when, but thanks, Laura. It's St. Patrick's Day. I am Irish. I am hungover. If you want to get out of school to spend all day reading and not have to study, just get a nosebleed because you're already very stressed about school.
Can you tell us about your flapjack place?
Started making it, had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
Why is the consul in these books always a fucking bastard? Bro, just let Charlotte be the fucking next one. She'll actually be good at it. I don't remember. Why is that zooming in so much? Oh my god, I don't remember much about the infernal devices, right? Because the whole thing was kind of a blur. But what I do remember is that the consuls died within a minute, or they were just crap at their job. I'm like, Josiah Wayland, of course his name's Wayland, by the way. Those people are never good. But you are following the same path. Stop. I do not like what this quote implies about what will happen next. So, the lighting's weird right now. I don't know why it's happening like that, but what can you do about it? I also shouldn't be moving that much because I did just have a nosebleed today and almost pass out, and I still feel a bit dizzy and sick. So I have some updates. I am on chapter 6, so I feel like the best course of action is to just read out the bits I have tabbed so I can talk about those moments and then continue on and just give like little updates like this on how we're going. So I only started tabbing for like the 4th chapter, but like this is just for chapter 4 and 5, and you can see already how much is tabbed. Jem's quote, "There is more than living than not dying. Pain." Should I just go through all the moments that brought me sadness in this bit? Because, you know, that's mainly what it is. It's color coded, so it's fine. Will cursed himself silently and savagely. "How could you have been so foolish? How could you, after 2 months? You've been so careful. Your love for her is only a burden she endures out of politeness." Remember that. This is why I'm so sad, because Will explained like basically the problem and how either way you can never be with Tessa, and it's painful because all I can see is the image from like Clockwork Prince when he's so excited to tell her that he can be with her, and then she says she's engaged to Jem, and he just okay. "If Jem dies, I cannot be with Tessa," said Will, "because it will be as if I were waiting for him to die, or took some joy in his death if it let me have her. And I will not be that person. I will not profit from his death, so he must live." He lowered his arm sleepily. "It's the only way any of this can ever mean anything, otherwise it is only pointless, needless suffering and pain," Magnus said. "I don't suppose it would help if I told you that is the way of life is. The good suffer, the evil flourish, and all that is mortal passes away." "I want more than that," said Will. "You made me want more than that. You showed me I was only ever cursed because I had chosen to believe myself so. You told me there was possibility, meaning, and now you turn your back on what you created." Oh, okay. Oh my god, fix the lighting. Okay, but it's going to get so much worse. Like, I'm on page 130 and like I'm already nearly to the I'm on the brink of tears. I can't even speak. My ability to speak English is gone, and even like just thinking about the whole situation is painful, because like the best case scenario is that Jem lives and he gets to be with Tessa, but then you have Will who doesn't like Will's just fucked either way. Moving on from that, a funny quote. Yeah, it's just Will calling Cecilia a little idiot, and I just thought it was funny. Romantic quotes. There's also a yellow one. I forgot what the yellow one means. We'll find out in a second. Oh my god, Gideon and Sophie. This is a Gideon and Sophie one. It's when Sophie notices that he has just a mountain of scones under his bed because he's been ordering scones even though he doesn't like scones. So he could see her. And he says like, it was the only way I could think of to see you. You wouldn't speak to me, wouldn't listen when I tried to talk to you. And like, I know she gets like annoyed and leaves. I'm like, fair enough, he's been making her carry a lot of scones up to his room for no reason when she said like no because of the class difference. But you know, Sophie, you deserve to be happy and you deserve Gideon. And also, like, this bit between Gabriel and Gideon is low-key making me like Gabriel, and I do not like it. "Nicely done, brother," said Gabriel from the bed, blinking sleepy green eyes at Gideon. Gideon drew a scone at him. And like that, you know, those scones are like rock fucking hard because Gideon hasn't even touched one of them, so that is like vile. And then Charlotte and Henry scene where he builds the self-rocking cot for her. As a surprise to no one, the cot breaks and Charlotte is like, "That is not going anywhere near our child." And I'm just I love them. I'm glad at least one couple will get to be happy by the end of this. And if I'm just saying it now, if Charlotte or Henry, if anything bad happens to them, I will fucking riot. Like the love triangle. We know the love triangle is bound to be a disaster because there's no way all 3 of them can be happy. That's fine. I haven't accepted it. I'm processing it and I will be okay. I will deal with it. If Charlotte and Henry, anything bad happens to them, I will be upset. And not in the fun upset way where I'm crying over a book character. Like, not in the fun sobbing while reading Song of Achilles upset. I mean the angry upset that you do not want me to be. Like, I'm talking end of the Raven Boys series upset when I was angry that was how it ended and that was it. Okay, I am talking that upset. Oh, yeah, that was cute platonic friendship moments or cute, like, platonic moments. So, like, for Jem and Will, and I know some people think they're in love, and I would agree with that, but just for simplicity's sake, we're just gonna say they're platonic, and that, just to mark their things as platonic, and I also see them more as, like, just, like, brothers anyway, and close friends, but, you know, if you ship them together, that is valid as well, because there was a lot of substance to go off of. Jem's eyes had widened, and he'd laughed a soft laugh. Did you think I did not know you had a secret? He'd said. Did you think I walked into my friendship with you with my eyes shut? Did I not? I did not know the nature of the burden you carried, but I knew there was a burden. He'd stood up. I knew you taught yourself poison to all those around you, he'd added. I knew you taught there to be some corruptive force about you that would break me. I meant to show you that I would not break, that love was not so fragile. Did I do that? Oh, fucking hell. Okay, that was actually painful. That was not supposed to be painful. That was supposed to be a cute moment, and, like, I can't. How does Cassandra Clare write the, like, Immortal Instruments, where, like, that whole mess of a series where two siblings want to get together but they're not actually siblings, so it's okay, but it's still fucking weird because they still kiss while thinking they're siblings, to writing this, and to writing a book that has me almost crying while just reading quotes and I'm only, like, a fifth of the way through. Like, what? How? Like, was she, like, what happened? Because I'm curious, because she wrote these at the same time as the other one, so, like, what was happening? What, like, did she just, like, save all her skill for this trilogy? Because this trilogy, is so fucking good, and the Immortal Instruments is so fucking bad. So, like, what is happening? I'm just looking at the cover for this book, and it scares me how sad Tessa looks. Like, girl, what do you have to be sad about? Everyone's gonna live at the end, and you're all gonna get your happily ever afters. Cleaning the cabin. I did just throw my sister out the window as well to clean my windows.
Oh my god, why
Lead
didn't
pipes.
we think of that? Why couldn't I just climb out the window?
Oh.
I just scooched across and gotten bitten by about 10 bugs.
We made her climb across all the window and sit there, and now because, like, I don't even have any, Yeah, you could have, oh, sorry, Sophie, well.
That's why I got out here and I was like, oh, I'm just going to climb through the window to get back in. And then I only just realised I could have just came through the window instead of having to scooch across the wall and get bitten by bugs.
Well, I'm in Play Sims, you keep doing that.
Rachel's cabin, because she made her sister, her little sister,
all the windows.
go across this big wall, scooch all the way down to here to clean her bloody windows from the outside.
It looks so much better now, so.
Yeah, but I could have just climbed through this window.
You could have, but, you know, now we know for next time.
We got our garden, our neighbour's garden, our neighbour's garden, our neighbour's garden.
Yes, neighbour's garden. Jem, you cannot get church to deliver your, like, letters to Tessa to get her to meet with you. That is not fair, and it's way too cute. Ah! first the cat, and now he wrote her a song. Based on where I'm at in the story and the title of this chapter, it's a no for me. I don't want it. There's a spider in my sink. Like, I went to wash my hands and it crawled out from behind. Ah! Like, you deal with it.
No, it's not my house. I came here to ask you to do chalk with me.
Should I keep it as a pet?
Oh, you look so chunky.
I'd rather him not be here at all. Oh my god, stop.
Just run in there and turn off the sink and
No!
turn on the sink, and then when he goes down the drain, just shut the drain.
What if he's waterproof?
Spiders aren't waterproof, Rachel.
This one might. I mean, he lives in a sink. This one might be. Oh my god. Okay.
I just abandoned.
Oh, he's moving.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's moving. Ooh, okay. You can live in there. I'm gonna live in the rest of the house. That didn't work. Fuck off.
He's coming to get you.
He's coming to get you, you fucking bitch.
Stop, this is so funny. What if we give him a piece of chalk, he'll evacuate with his chalk?
Get him out.
No.
Get him out.
You're the adult here.
I'm barely an adult.
I'm not any
Hey, buddy. Do you want to stop moving?
Where is he? Oh, there. Okay. Want to go back to where we can see you?
I'm just gonna close this. You can have a nice swim. What are you reading? Okay, I love Jem, but I think I'd rather he died. It is like it's bedtime now. Okay, I was going to sleep, and then this I was going to read this chapter and then go and finish reading the Cruel Prince. But how am I expected to continue on when Jem knows that Will loves Tessa now, and Will's gonna have to explain everything, and no, oh my god, no, oh, okay, compose, because I just assumed that Jem would die not knowing, and that would be the ultimate angsty thing to do. And now he knows, and it's very angsty, and I can't, oh my god. Reading's supposed to calm you down. Reading's supposed to help you sleep. How is this helping me sleep? You did hear me scream, but I was screaming at my book.
Okay, for like a second, I thought that your nosebleed came back.
Yeah, no. I thought the excitement of reading that would make my nosebleed come back, but it's fine. Something happened, Sophie. You just don't get it, okay? I didn't scream. I just said what the fuck very loudly. It would take a lot of explaining, okay? Okay, so it's late. But I want to ramble about this love triangle. Not even ramble, just rant about this love triangle, because I truly believe that love triangles in fiction can be good if written by the right people and if treated with care and effort. And Cassandra Clare did that for the first two books, and now with this stupid death scene for Jem, it has all gone out the fucking window. Don't get me wrong, I knew where she was going from the start, because it was obvious that Will was her favourite and that Tessa was going to be with Will, okay? But the whole time I was waiting for Jem to be more important, and in Clockwork Prince I felt like he did. So in Clockwork Princess I expected to get more of him, to see more of him, for him to matter. And like what we got instead was her, like, I just wanted the scene where he actually dies. Because what does it say that you never get to see that on page? It says that he's a side character and not a main character in this love triangle. It just like proves that he's a fucking obstacle that needs to be overcome in Tessa and Will's life. My faith in love triangles is disappearing. And is it possible to write a good love triangle? Because I think it is. In The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, I like that love triangle. Because I think Luke is a compelling villain, and I think Henry, was that his name? I can't remember, it's been a while, but I liked Addie's relationship with him, and I liked the comparison between the two relationships, and I thought her and Henry, if that was his name, were cute. The Half of It, which is like a really good movie and a really good love triangle, and I had a third option. I literally went searching for these to find good examples of love triangles. Emma. I don't know if Emma counts. I feel like it doesn't really. But proper YA fantasy love triangles that I've read so far have not been good, and now I'm just like starting to doubt that this trope can be good. And I've written one, so I'm on page 400 and I can't get into it anymore, and nothing is bringing back like the feelings I had at the beginning, because I'm still annoyed about Jem, and I'm still annoyed about the fact that it just feels like he's been written off so that Will and Tessa can be together, and it's really annoying because it feels like Cassandra Clare needed him to get out of the way, because she clearly likes Will and Tessa more, and Jem is just like an obstacle rather than an actual. I'm so annoyed. I knew this would happen. I just hoped it wouldn't, but it has, and now I am upset because I gave Clockwork Prince 5 stars because I expected Clockwork Princess to be even better, and I expect the payoff from all the setup in Clockwork Prince, and it's no. Okay. I didn't get why people cried before, but yeah, I get it now. Okay, have a lot of thoughts. We'll get to it. I'm reading the epilogue now, and not fun, clearly. Okay, so it's literally been how many days has it been? It's been 5 days since I finished the book, and I'm filming this now because otherwise I won't film it at all, and we just need to get our thoughts down and complete this video. Also, moved all my bookshelves down here, so it is great because I don't have to run up to the house and get it. So, Clockwork Princess. What do we think? Last time I checked in was a while ago. Last time I checked in was when Jem died. Yeah, he didn't actually die. He became a silent brother. I do like that direction and I like that decision. The problem is I can't take back how angry I was when I thought she just killed him with nothing, because the whole time Gemma felt like a secondary character in this love triangle compared to like Tessa and Will. The ending said they're all equal, but I still can't take back how mad I was, so it did knock down a whole star rating, because like it ruined the rest of my reading. It ruined the climax. It ruined Tessa and Will finally getting together, because all I could think about was I'm so fucking mad about Jem. And then like he showed up for the final battle, and when he showed up for the final battle I was like, okay. and it took some getting used to. If I was to ever reread this series, I feel like I would enjoy the later half of this book so much more, because it really nosedived off a fucking cliff when the gem turning into a silent brother happened, and I didn't know what was going on there, and I was angry. But now, having read the epilogue, yeah, the epilogue is very fucking good, and I very much so approve of the ending of this love triangle, because I feel like it makes sense for how this whole thing was set up. Because the whole thing was set up the whole time. The thing was set up the whole time that Tessa was in love with two people. And, like, she didn't know whether she could be in love with two people, but she was. So the epilogue makes sense that she would end up with both of them at separate times. And also, I think it's very fucking cute. And, like, the little discussions about her and Will's family. Yeah, and then her and Jem at the bridge that they were on from the first book. I approve. So, what else do we have? Charlotte and Henry, big thumbs up. Cece and Gabriel, big thumbs up. Sophie and Gideon, huge thumbs up. I love all the couples in this book. Apart from like Jessamine and Nate, but you know, that's obvious. I like that they all stayed friends, and I like that they all stayed at the Institute, and then after Will died, Tessa decided that she had to leave as well because she couldn't bear watching her children grow old and die. And I was like, that makes sense. Like, that is, yeah, I'd be doing the same. So I liked the ending. Just the, like, last bit to get to the ending really set me over the edge. And I have so much footage of me ranting about that. So, like what my original statement was, do I think this is the best love triangle I've ever read? Honestly, yes. Right now, I think it is, because I just haven't read another one where I like all three of the people involved. And I'm not saying it's going to be the best of all time, but for right now, this moment, it is the best I've read in a book. And, you know, that's not saying... It's saying a good bit because I've read a lot of fantasy books, but it's not saying that much because I'm still missing a lot, and I've only read a few love triangles, and every single love triangle I've read, I've hated at least one person involved. Sometimes all three people involved. Looking at you, Sarah J. Maas. Let's wrap this up. Favourite character in the trilogy? I don't know why I had to think about that so much, because I want to say either Jem or Will, but again, I'm still hurt over the, like, Jem dying thing. So, right, when my feelings recover from that, my favourite will probably be either Jem or Will. Again, I cannot decide. If Tessa didn't have to choose, I don't have to choose. But including that bit, my favourite is probably Gideon. Gideon Lightwood, yeah. Least favourite, do I even have one? Also Jem and Will, including the Jem death scene. Okay. Yeah. Because I feel like the rest of the characters who I dislike are ones you're supposed to dislike, so that's not fun. We're talking about the bad characters. Like the ones that I'm supposed to like, but I don't. I don't really dislike anyone. No one is like an all-time favourite character who I'm going to be thinking about forever and, you know, be obsessed with, save loads of fan art and like fan edits and stuff. That's not happening with this series. It's good. It's like right now it's the best depiction I've seen of the love triangle trope. But again, it's not my favourite. And it doesn't take a lot to be my favourite of something, because the Foxhole Court by Nora Sakovic is something, and it's my favourite like guilty pleasure read. So I can, you know, I have high standards and sometimes I don't have high standards. Has the potential to be my fave if I reread it. I think it's gonna, okay. I think it has one of my favourite endings of all time. I think that epilogue, my gate slamming against the wall, okay. I think that epilogue is really something. I think the way the love triangle ends is really something. I think the love triangle throughout it is really something. Overall, final thoughts, conclusion. Let's wrap this puppy up, please. It's a really good series. I probably will reread it in the future, but it is not one of my all-time favourite series, and I can see its rank as having the best love triangle being beaten as well by just someone else who is competent at writing love triangles. So we're just gonna wait and see how long you can stay on the podium for. Still is one of the best endings I've ever read in a book though, and I think that's gonna stay. So we'll see how things go. You can tell I have no more words about this book. It's been too long since I read it. That's the problem with me. But at least I have more energy than when I did my March wrap up, because that was bad. You can tell my mental health was caving in that video. I don't know when my next reading vlog is going to be, and I don't know what book it's going to be for, but until then, or until, you know, my next video comes out, which is what is it? It's either going to be an unboxing. It is an unboxing. My next video is going to be an unboxing that I'm very excited for. So until then, goodbye.